Now you don't have to be neat because it's only going to stick to the areas that have the glue on. Hello and welcome to today's episode of Craft on Camera. I'm Becky from MHA Communities and I'm a community coordinator. Today we'll be making a carnival style mask like this one. I've done a Mardi Gras theme, but you can do any theme you like. First of all, you'll need to start with a plain mask. I've got one of these with a ribbon on, but you can have one that's just plain with a stick on, and any shape will do. Now I will warn you, this is quite a messy craft. So you need to take some glue, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna glue certain sections because I'm gonna sprinkle some glitter on to get a design. You'll only need a light layer of glue to start with. So at the moment, I'm painting on some shapes onto the mask, but I'm only painting where I want the blue glitter to go. I'm doing a triangle shape over the eyes, and then I'm just putting some glue on the corners as well. Be careful not to get the ribbon. I'm just looking to make sure it's even. I'm just going to add a little bit more on the nose. Now for the messy bit, I'd advise putting a piece of paper or something underneath to catch as much of the glitter as possible. I'm just going to use this bag. So what you want to do is you want to take your glitter. I'm going to use some blue glitter to start with. And the best way to go about this is gently pour the glitter over where you've got the glue. Now you don't have to be neat because it's only going to stick to the areas that have the glue on. Once you're happy that it's all covered in glitter, you want to tap your mask against the surface. This way it gets rid of any of the excess glitter, and you can gently wipe away any of the other bits as well. Once you're happy with that, we're going to go for our next glitter colour, and I'm going to go for green. So again, take your glue and put it in the parts where you want the green glitter to go only. Now before I add the green glitter, I'm just going to move the blue glitter out of the way. So I'm just going to open up the bag and try and pour as much of this glitter as I can back into the bag. Now it's time to add the green glitter. Using the same process as before, you just need to gently tip it onto your mask. Try and be a little bit neater so it doesn't spill into the blue. Again, give it a shake and a tap. If needs be, and you can see some gaps, just feel free to add some more glue and some more glitter. I'm really pleased with that, and once you're happy, you can move all the glitter out of the way. Now we can personalise it with some gems, pom-poms and feathers. So I've got some green pom-poms here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw some little glue dots on the edge of where the eyes are. So I'll just take my paintbrush and put a little dab of glue on the pom-pom and stick it there and just hold it a second so it has a chance to dry. I'm going to repeat the same on the other side so it's even. Gonna add another pom-pom. And again on the other side. Once you're happy with your pom-poms, leave them to dry a little bit. Next, we can add some gems. So I've got some multicolored gems here, and I'm going to stick them on the corner of the eyes. I'm going to take a blue gem and just carefully stick one there and another there. Now you can add more gems wherever you want. You could do them all over the eyes, in the corners, or none at all. It's totally up to you, as with the pom-poms. The last thing I'm going to add to decorate it is some feathers. I've got 2 feathers here that are both blue and green. I think I'm going to stick mine right in the middle. So what I'm going to do is take my glue again and just add on the inside just a little bit of glue in the middle. I'm going to take my feather and stick it on there. Going to add another little bit of glue on top of that for the other feather. I'm going to press down to secure that in place. And there's our mask done, ready to be used for a party, fancy dress or a carnival, anything you'd like. Ta-da! Here's my completed mask. I hope you've enjoyed making this carnival mask with me. And join me for another episode of Crafts on Camera with MHA Digital Communities. Remember, you can personalise this in any way you want with colours, gems, glitter, the works. I'll see you next week for another episode of Craft on Camera. Bye!